And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Cracking the Code. We're going to get into more detail tonight with regard to different parts of that movie. Time check. The time is now approximately 8:59 p.m. That time check was brought to you by All Star Motors, providing you with services you can trust. They provide you with ASC certified mechanics, New Jersey State inspection facilities, used car sales, authorized police towing, and emission repair facilities. You can call them at 973-762-8771. That's 973-762-8771. When we come back, more of Cracking the Code.
Want to take a cruise but don't have a U.S. visa? No problem. Cruise and Rail Travel are experts at cruises that do not require U.S. visa. Visit www.cruiseandrail.net or call 868-631-8785. Find us on Facebook or drop us a tweet.
Go ahead and advertise on the South Orange Maplewood online radio experience. You can reach us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to assist you.
Want to learn piano for kids? Then I recommend Wendy Goldstein School of Piano. Wendy Goldstein has been offering piano lessons since 1993 and teaches piano in a very natural way. An alumni of Manhattan School of Music, Wendy creates customized lesson plans for each student and helps bring music alive. Wendy provides you a convenient location, the best value, and the most fun way to learn piano. All ages are welcome and the first lesson is always free. Have questions? Call Wendy at 201-207-5169.
Get into the discussion at 973-327-3626. This is the South Orange Maplewood online radio experience. We want to hear your opinion. You can log on to showmore.org or give us a call at 973-327-3626.
Do you want your kid to run faster with better running form and conditioning for his or her sport? Then Running Development Academy is the place for him or her. Our training packages fix their form and make them run faster. How about training to run a marathon or just run faster in your respective event? Maybe you just want to learn to run properly and lose weight in the process. Our trainers, a former 800 meters track Olympian and an 8 times world record holder in Masters Track and Field, will get you there. Don't delay. Sign up today at runningdevelopmentacademy.com or contact us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 to learn more.
You are listening to In the Village with Anselm on South Orange Maplewood online radio experience. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626 or log on to showmore.org.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will design a perfect, high-quality logo for you. We work with standout concepts, nice contrasts, and color balance. Please let us know your text for use in logo, web address, color of logo that you want. We will design 3 variations of your logo for you to choose from for only $99.95, with 100% refund of your $99.95 if you're not satisfied. We provide fast delivery and professional design. We also design any size web banner ad for $35. Call us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to take your call.
This is the South Orange Maplewood online radio experience. We want to hear from you at 973-327-3626 or log on to showmore.org to let us know your opinion.
A new kind of talk comes to South Orange Maplewood online radio experience in April. Join award-winning journalist and civil rights activist Walter Fields weekly as he discusses being black in South Orange and Maplewood, race, and the suburban experience. Black in the Burbs will examine public education, the treatment of black youths, police and community relations, and black business development and faith. The show will serve as a forum for community dialogue. Join Walter Fields on the South Orange Maplewood online radio experience for Real Talk coming in April.
Coming soon, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. You're listening to the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. For more, go to SoMore.org to participate in the discussion.
We are back with you. It's in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626. Of course, we got to give you the SOMO quote of the day. We always give you a quote of the day. We ask you to submit your quote of the day to somo.org@gmail.com, and we read the best quote here in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. Here's the SOMO quote of the day. Do not compare your life with others. You have no idea what their journey is all about. If we all threw our problems into a pile and saw everyone else, we will grab ours back as fast as we could. Let me repeat that. Do not compare your lives with others. You have no idea what their journey is all about. If we all threw our problems into a pile and saw everyone else, we will grab ours back as fast as we could. And that is the SOMO quote of the day. Now, as we continue tonight talking about education, and we bring to you tonight, it's a movie called Cracking the Codes. And it's, if you go to our website, somo.org, you will see the video up there on somo.org, and you can take a look at it for yourself and just listen to some of the things that we actually going to allow you to listen tonight. But if you can't listen tonight and you have time, just go to somo.org and you can listen to it right there. Now let's listen to a gentleman by the name of Tim Wise. Many people may know of Tim Wise and many may not. But let's listen to this gentleman called Tim Wise. Take a listen.
Frank Rich, who, again, is a fairly liberal columnist and wrote a piece, I think it was in the New York Times, right after or right before the election, where he said that, basically racism is not a problem anymore because when white folks get to know black folks, well, their biases and their fears subside. Now, number one, I'm not sure that's true. But secondly, even if it were true, the truth is, given the history of racism, spatial segregation, residential isolation, the fact that 85% of white folks live in communities with virtually no people of color around, even if he were right, it wouldn't matter because most white folks won't get that opportunity to actually form close, intimate friendships or connections with people of color. And unfortunately, if it isn't happening, the only way we get to know folks of color is via media. So maybe we see Barack Obama on television coming into our living rooms every night. And over an 18-month to 2-year period, we're able to say, yeah, I sort of like that guy. He seems really capable and really bright. Maybe I wasn't sure at first, but given 2 years, he was able to overcome, maybe my first impression. But the only other folks we're seeing in the media are either folks who are sort of superstars on the one hand or criminals on the other hand. Those are the black folks we typically see on TV. They're either like mega millionaire athletes or entertainers, or they're the folks doing a perp walk on the 6 o'clock news that the cops have just gone arrested and haven't even let them put a shirt on before cuffing them and bringing them out in front of the cameras. If the only people you see regularly are superstar millionaires and thugs, for the average person, they can't relate to either of those, right? The average person of color can't, and the average white person can't either. The superstar you're likely to envy their position, and the thug you're afraid of. And envy and fear are not particularly good human emotions upon which to base some personal connections or intimate relationships. So I think that's what we're dealing with. Barack Obama or Bill Cosby or Oprah Winfrey or a handful of people of color, we're able to get to know them, or at least we think we know them, via media. But for average everyday white folks and for average everyday black and brown folks, the ability to really get to know each other and overcome those implicit biases is a lot more rare. I think unconscious bias is really heavily implicated in white America's racial attitudes in this age of Obama, so to speak. On the one hand, I think a lot of white folks who actually admire President Obama a lot, who voted for him, who find him to be an extremely erudite, intelligent, capable leader. Nonetheless, and we know this from the studies, many of those folks will indeed have implicit associations between black folks and negativity, different stereotypes, different views, and they've taken, many of them, the implicit association tests that have been run by Harvard and Princeton and others that can test for these sort of subconscious biases. And what those studies have found is 75% of white Americans have overtly pro-white, anti-black bias. Well, by definition, some of those folks voted for Barack Obama because he got about, 44% of the white vote, 45%. So by definition, a large number of folks who carry around this sort of baggage of bias and prejudice are willing to carve out these exceptions for those who make us comfortable, who seem different from the norm.
And tonight, we are discussing the education system in South Orange and Maplewood. And sometimes in discussing these type of subjects, we sometimes, this communities of South Orange and Maplewood is really two wonderful communities. And I've been saying that over and over. It's a fantastic communities. If I had to do it all over again, I will move to South Orange and Maplewood in an eye blink. I move to South Orange and Maplewood over and over again without any hesitation. But there are some things that we need to put on the table and have some frank discussions about. Many people may say, well, Anselm, why you got to talk about that? Why don't you leave that alone? Just leave it alone. Don't talk about that. Things are going to work out for the better. Things are going to work out for the best. Yes, things are going to work out. But we have to be honest. If Rosa Parks never got up and sat at the front of the bus, would things have ever changed? If Mahatma Gandhi didn't do the things that he did, would things have ever changed? If Mother Teresa didn't do the things that she had done, would things have ever changed? If Norman Vincent Peale didn't write the book, The Power of Positive Thinking, do you think we'd have people today who always think positive in light of all the negative things that happen around them? If Dr. Spencer Johnson didn't write the book, Who Moved My Cheese, so you could understand when things are changing around you, that you have to change with the times? If Dr. Edward Shorts didn't write the book, The Magic of Thinking Big, in order to help us think big? And it goes on and on and on. Many people have done so many things to change the way things are. And normally, good change is good. Sometimes there could be bad change, but change could be good in many times. And when we look at the education system in South Orange and Maplewood, what all of us in this community want is change so we could put Maplewood South Orange School District, we could compare ourselves with the Milburns of the world. We could compare ourselves with the Glendrys of the world. We could even want to compare ourselves with Stuyvesant High School in Manhattan. And think about it. Elizabeth High School is doing excellent. As a matter of fact, when you look at the rank for AP classes, the same guy, Jay Matthews, who wrote the article, Why Can't His Daughter Take AP Calculus, is the same guy who showed us that Elizabeth High School is doing better than Columbia High School as far as AP classes are concerned.